Hi, this is Laura and I'm back again to share some more tips, awarenesses in the body and breath, so you've got a little something to work with today. I wanted to bring your awareness today to the feet. You know, we always say the feet are involved in every posture. If you can create listening feet, you can gain a lot of awareness into the body. So I'm going to do some simple practices where we're going to look at the feet. So I'll show you how we're going to do it. So you take the feet out in front of you. Be comfortable, you know, so if it's not comfortable to sit upright, just lean in the back of your hands here. Now, first part, you're going to inhale, open your toes as wide as you can. Exhale, squeeze the toe. Inhale and open. And exhale and close. So really come a little closer into the toes. Really notice what you're doing as you inhale and open. As you squeeze. Squeeze a little more this time. So really, you know, there is a change when you bring your full focus, your full awareness to what you do. So we're just opening and closing the toe. But the more awareness, the more focus you bring, the more you get out of it. So one more squeeze. Now we're simply going to point the toes away from you. As you exhale this time, you pull the toes towards you. If the heel can lift off, you lift it off. Otherwise, don't worry. Inhale and point. Exhale and pull back. Make sure that you're aware. So be with the feet. Feel that you can really point. As you exhale, pull them back towards you. Heels lift slightly off the floor. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Inhale. So you want to make effort. Feel it stretching through the front of the legs. Exhale, pulling them back towards you. Inhale and point. And exhale, pulling back towards you. So you really, you know, you don't begin by working with the force. As you do this, each time you feel, and you're working through and with the breath, you feel that you could work a little more deeply. So you're just inhaling and exhaling as you point and pull the feet back. Now we're going to change that again. So this time you're trying to circle your feet. You want to go all the way over to the side. Stretch out in front of you. Come all the way back to the other side. Pull your toes back towards you. Come all the way over to the side. Point, 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 right over to the side. Pull the toes back to you. Over to the side. Really? Point, point, point. So what you're trying to do, and you're trying not to take this movement from the legs. What you really want to try and become aware of is that you are moving in your ankles. So you're taking the feet right over to the side. Point. Right over to the other side. Pulling them back. Then you go in the opposite direction. So you take your feet all the way around, pointing, right over to the side, pulling them back, back to the other side, in front of you, back over, pulling them back. So just comfortable for you. But again, that awareness, so don't become mechanical. Even if you've done this every day of your life, still bring your full awareness, bring your full breath to the moment. It's in this that even a simple movement like this can become a meditative practice. So again, we're doing about 6 circles in one direction and 6 circles in the other direction. And now, if it's comfortable for you, you bring the foot up onto the thigh. Then you take your fingers and you want to inlay each finger between the toes. as best you can. You know, at first it can be very challenging, and then we're simply pulling the toes one way and then the other. So you're just moving your toes forward and back, again as best you can. I always say, whatever your practice, don't be too worried about it. So remain fully focused, remain fully aware, don't let the mind drift off. But don't worry too much about anything. Don't, you know, the mind itself can draw you away from the practice when you start worrying, is this exactly right? Is this... There is no exact. Just do the practice. Then we're going to imagine that we can crank the ankle a bit. So again, just do 6 in one direction and then 6 back in the other direction. And then you want to try to look at the back of the foot and look at the front of the foot. Look at the back of the foot and look at the front of the foot. And again, do this 5 or 6 times. So you're just looking at the back and looking at the front and looking at the back and looking at the front. Once more. And then it's quite good to get movement into the toes. So give the toe a little shake, and then you want to draw 6 circles in one direction and 6 circles in the other direction. So you just work through the toes, give it a little wriggle, then do 6 circles in one direction and 6 circles in the other direction. So other toe, give it a little circle, 6 circles in one direction and 6 in the other. So again, little wriggle of the toe, circling around and circling the other direction. Next little toe, each one you work through, each toe systematically in the other direction. And then what we're going to do is really get some energy into the foot. So as best you can, really pat in the back of the foot. So really solid, good tap as you work down the foot. You can do a little bit on the top, really patting it around. And it's quite good to go a little bit around the ankles. There's a lot of energy points there. So you can just really, but it is a good solid tap, really good solid tap. And when you finish, you just bring that foot down next to the other foot and take a moment. You know, yoga, we don't just rush off into the next part of the posture. You remain here. Be aware of that foot. Notice the feet can be an extremely different color after that practice. And then you bring the other foot up onto the ankle. Take the fingers again, place them between the toes, and you're just squeezing the toes 6 times again, backwards and forwards. So bending them backwards and bending them forward. Remain aware. Don't wander off. Don't start thinking about other things. Stay aware with the movement. Once more. When you finish those 6, you crank the ankle again. 6 in one direction and 6 in the other direction. And then again, looking at the back of the foot, looking at the front of the foot, looking at the back of the foot, looking at the front. And again, you do that 6 times. So moving the foot backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And then taking each toe. So you're circling the toe 6 times in one direction and 6 times in the other direction. And you work systematically, so you give them a little shake around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 in the other direction. So going through each toe, little jingle, and circling it around. Next one. Right down to the little toe. And then we're going to pat the foot again. So really that solid, good tap into the back of the foot. Nice. Really tapping it back. Really want to, you know, even if you're not being able to move a lot, I quite often used to do this with my auntie. Just, but you know, on the legs a little lighter tap, but just getting the energy into places where you're not moving. But take the feet now, and notice now how both feet feel. So there's a very simple exercise to start becoming more aware in the feet. And the feet, you know, I will show you another practice in a next video, how simply working on the feet I can improve your back bend. So thank you for watching with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.